So in this video, I thought I would go over how to use the coding environment for the mBot. So what we've done is we've added a link here for mBlock, which is the coding environment for your mBot. When you click on the link, it's going to take you to the website that we've worked hard to kind of get unlocked. Once it's done loading, you'll see an environment that's very similar to Scratch. So the nice thing about it is that it allows you to code the mBots in an environment that's very similar to Scratch. So it's not going to be a huge leap for students. Once it's loaded, here's your blocks of code. What you're going to want to look at is down here in the robots area for the code that's going to help you control the mBot. Instead of starting your code off with a when green flag, you'll probably want to start it off with the mBot program block. This allows you to be able to initiate the program. Once you've done that, you can start selecting from different blocks of code that are built specifically for your mBot. So for example, you can set the LED on board. You can pick to have that all the LEDs, the left LED, or the right LED, and then you can choose the color that you want it to turn. There's the LED. You could also be able to use the play tone, because there is the little speaker on the robot. Other blocks of code that you'd definitely be able to use would be things like the light sensor. I haven't had a lot of success yet with the when button on board, but I'm hoping to get this block and understand how to get it to work better. You could plug that into an if. The ultrasonic sensor definitely works. The line follower definitely works. And I think those would be the extent of things that you'd be looking at. Using the timers would be probably very helpful as well. So there's an example of some of the blocks of code that you can use within the coding environment. Other blocks that you can use would be things like the repeat, the wait, and some of the controller logic blocks like if, and some of the operators as well to kind of help you out with your ranges. All these blocks of code would be really helpful and useful for you. If you go and use a say block, what's going to happen is it's going to appear over here on your Panda, but it's not going to actually cause you to have the robot itself say something. Same thing for if you go with the play drum or play sound, or if you went to, let's see what else you have here in sound or looks. If you went to a switch backdrop or change color, none of those is going to change anything with the robot itself. It's just going to change the Panda. So you can see it change the light pink. You can kind of see it very subtly changing color there as I double click this. So these blocks here will not do anything to the robot itself. Again, if you want motion to happen, you're going to want to stay out of this range because these motion blocks are going to control this Panda. To get the motion to happen, what you're going to want to do is you go to the set motor or the run forward. These two blocks are where you're going to want to be looking for some of the movement of your robot. So don't get fooled by going to motion. You're going to want to live here in the robot area in the mBlock coding environment. In the next video, what I'm going to go over is how to move the code that you make here in the coding environment into your robot. I hope this video has been helpful.